Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is August 18th, 2020. Shout out to my man Wire Sparks again for another song request. We've got this one, SIR. Ooh, nah. Haven't heard this one before. Thanks for the song request. Nice R&B joint for us today. What's good, people? Hope everyone's doing well today, and welcome to another episode. Today, we are going to be looking at, yes, I told you guys yesterday. I literally told you, and hours later, Chainlink wipes out $1 billion worth of capital in minutes. We'll talk about this here on today's episode out of Trust Nodes, Block.one. Yes, this is now my second biggest holding, EOS, that I eclipsed with Hedera a few months ago, but still a big supporter of this project as well. But Block.one's Voice.com finally goes live, open for business. I actually got an invitation to join the beta for Voice.com, and I didn't. And I'll tell you guys why I didn't. But nevertheless, it is live now. This is probably why EOS has been doing so well lately. Almost touched $4. I mean, it's a sea of red right now in the market, so everything is pretty much pulled back at this point. But it's doing very well over the past month or so. So we'll take a look at Voice and see what they're talking about here. They actually made it publicly viewable as well for people who aren't on the platform. But last, we're going to talk about venture capital. Okay, remember VCs were really getting into the ICO game back in 2017? That, to me, they were the reason why we saw such a boom in ICOs. A lot of capital was allocated into these different ICO projects. Well, it looks like this is happening again, this time in the DeFi industry. And this is important because you want to follow the smart money. Whatever they're doing, you want to stay doing that. Okay, and so it looks like we're just getting started with this venture capital fund, money flow coming into the DeFi area. And that should help you understand how to position yourself going forward into 2021. Because I think, we've seen DeFi really grow, market cap wise, grow excessively over the last year. But I think we have more room to go. So we'll take a look at this op-ed out of the block. And I promised that I would touch on the Yam finance situation. I bought a lot of bags at 20 cents, at 40 cents, and a little at 70 cents a few days ago. This is a big move. I think they're going to be transferring over to Yam V2 here shortly. The audit was completed. They had a third party do an audit on, I think, V2's contract. So we're going to be doing a transition from V1 to V2. And there's a lot of details I want to plug you in on when it comes to this. I think this is a great play. I'm not telling you that this is highly speculative now. I'm not telling you to buy. You should have bought when I told you to buy at 20 cents. I think yesterday was actually the first time I publicly came out about it, but in my room, my YouTube room, for the members, I told everyone I was going in at 20 cents. And it's been a wild ride. I think Yam is up today over 62%, was up even more earlier, at one point up 98%. And I think we're just getting started, to be honest with you. We'll see how this pans out, but this, I think, is a great, highly speculative play, and I'll give you the details on that. So I've really got 4 topics we're going to touch on today. Got a busy one. Stay tuned for all of that here in a second. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. And don't forget to sign up for DudeX. I will be giving away my algo services for free for a month if you sign up at DudeX. And I'll give you the details after you sign up. But you got to use the link in the description below, and I'll let you know when that is ready. And I'll let you know when that's ready to go live for you. You also get a nice perk. If you sign up, you get up to $70 in your trading account. So check them out. Great exchange. Been working with them for about 6-7 months now. So shout out to them for taking the time to connect my algo with their platform. So we'll be doing that here shortly. But again, sign up now and start trading. And I'll give you guys the details on how you can sync your account to my algo. Trading both Bitcoin versus USDT and Ethereum versus USDT. Details coming, but you got to use that link in the description below. Let's take a look at the heat map. Red in the water. This is what I like to see, people. Look at that. Chainlink down 11%. Trading at $16.69. See, this is when I would start getting in. I missed the whole Chainlink wave. I would start loading some bags here at these prices. We've got Tezos down 5.8%, ETH down 2.25%, trading at $428. Bitcoin down 2.1%, trading at $12,073. EOS down as well, 4.5%, and a few big other red ones in the markets. But again, guys, this is the time you should have your dry powder ready. And this is the time where you need to either, if you got dry powder, meaning like Tether or USDC or one of those stable coins, this is the time you start buying up these different coins that you like. I'm not going to tell you what coins to buy. You have to do your own research. But I'm just telling you, if you have a watch list and you have coins that you want to buy, these are the days you buy. Don't buy on green days. And also the second scenario is that if you have some profits in another coin, you do a portfolio rotation, move some of those profits out of that token into some of the other tokens that you're looking to get. That's how you play the game, guys. I'm trying to tell you that blood strategy is the way to go. And if we take a look at Bitcoin, this is interesting because we had a hard snapback and we essentially bounced off the bottom part of this channel, which is actually a good sign. Seeing a bounce off of this is very good news to me. I'm going to go ahead and extend this line out so we can see exactly what's going on, and it lines up perfectly right there where we actually got denied at the top of that channel. We came back down, bounced off of that. So I think we're going to try to go ahead and head higher again. When we are able to move above this 12,500 area, it's really going to accelerate, I think. So that's what you want to watch for. But if you're a short-term trader, you could just fade the rallies up here and then buy back down here. Or if you don't have time to be that active of a trader, just buy these dips at these areas right here. But let's take a look at what's happening over at Yam, because this is a very big move, potentially big move. So Yam Finance, if you guys don't know, this coin came out at 100 and something bucks. There was a bug found in the contract and all chaos, all hell broke out. People started dumping the coin and went from, I think, $100 and something, 180, I believe. They got that high, I think, with the help of Arthur Hayes. He helped pump it, the co-founder of BitMEX, but it ultimately dropped 99%. Okay, and then of course that's where Crypto Blood comes into the picture, because I'm not buying anything at any high. When I saw it drop to 20 cents, I had to capitalize on that. So now I did that with the intention of that money just being lost, like me buying a box of cigars or something. I mean, that's just money lost, right? But what ended up happening, and I was hoping that would happen, is that the community came together, said they wanted to save the project. So they came up with an idea to phase into a new smart contract for Yam Finance. And so what they're doing is a 3-step process or migration. We're in Yam V1 right now. That's the messed up contract. They're going to be moving to Yam V2, which is just solely for voting. Okay, no rebates, no DeFi capabilities in this particular coin, V2 coin. However, they're going to be reducing the stock flow 11 to 1. So every 11 coins you have right now in V1, you get 1 in V2. So what is that? That's pretty much a reverse stock split. So they're taking away supply from the token. All right, that's check number one. Automatically, that's going to inherently increase your price of that coin if there's less in the market to be sold. From Yam V2, they're going to allow everyone to vote on what happens or how much the people who decided to delegate their tokens to save the network in V1, they're going to delegate, or I should say vote, to see how much they or we should award them for doing that. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and move over to V3, which is the final smart contract, which will work the way that the Yam Finance team intended it to in V1 without that bug. So that's the roadmap. That's where we're going. And this tweet came out earlier today saying that the payment for Peck Shield audit had been completed. For full transparency, that you can check it out on the blockchain. Peck Shield will include that the receiving addresses under their control in the audit report. The audit will be publicly available upon completion. So essentially, we have to move our Yam V1 tokens and pretty much burn them or send them to a contract, and it's going to mint new tokens, the V2 tokens, Yam V2 tokens. They're going to let us know when exactly this is going to happen. It should happen in the next 24 hours to 48 hours. And at that point, you'll have, I think, 72 hours to make that transition. So that's where we are with things. I think it's a good play. At this price, I don't know, man. I've done some numbers. Buddy and I have done some numbers, crunched some numbers, and based on all the token economics with V2 and V3 and all of that, total supply and all that stuff, we're talking $10, $20 a token easily with this token once everything is settled. You're going to have to wait. This is not going to happen overnight because they still have to make that transition ultimately to V3. But hey, why not sit a few months to possibly make 30, 40, even 100x on your money. Not guaranteed, of course. I'm not telling you go out to buy anything. I'm just giving you the rundown on this situation. So that's where we are with Yam. I know someone wanted me to talk more in detail about it, and that's what's going on. So if you guys want to find out more information or actually buy Yam, you can do that by going to app.uniswap.org, and you have to paste the contract for the Yam token, which I will leave in the description below for you guys, so you have the correct Yam token contract. All right, I'll leave that in the description below. So there you have it. You're going to type that into this Uniswap to add the token, and once you do that, you'll be able to actually select it there. I'm sure there are many tutorials out there for that. So let's take a look at what Block.one is doing here. They have finally opened up for business, guys. Voice.com is public. All right. So Voice, the $160 million plus social network founded by EOSIO progenitor Block.one, is inching closer to fully operational. As of Sunday, users included in the site's beta launch have been able to invite friends to join the app, while public posts are now available for anyone to see. Posts listed on a single page, which endlessly scrolls, are mostly plugs of Block.one's EOS cryptocurrency and news articles syndicated from cryptocurrency publications. Voice pitches itself as a decentralized anti-censorship alternative to Facebook, Twitter, and Medium. The app, according to the CEO, encourages transparency, authenticity, and humanity by rewarding considerate posting with crypto tokens. And so Voice is opening to users over a year later than expected. Intended for fall 2019, the project only entered beta testing in July after a turbulent start that saw Block.one spend $30 million on the domain name. Beta users would be able to invite friends from August 15th going forward. He says here, one of the founders, that we have been building towards a big reveal this fall, but we simply can't wait any longer. We need to take social back from big tech now. So we did what startups do. Put it in the wild, I guess. All right, there we go. Voice.com ready. The reason I didn't get into it, guys, was because they were asking for KYC. They were asking for real names to be utilized in your avatar. You couldn't use like an avatar name or made up name. You had to use your real government name. I don't think that's going to have to change, in my opinion. I think that is something that has to change. Once that changes and they start leveraging what I think will be an EOSIO 2.0, or I should say EOS 2.0, is the ability to verify via biometrics. That's already in the blockchain. So meaning iRetina or from fingerprints, there's capability for you to do that on the EOSIO blockchain. So I think once they can merge biometrics with identifying or only allowing accounts to be created for each biometric fingerprint or signature, then I think they'll really be able to get more people on. But having KYC and not allowing you to have any type of name you want, to me, is not the right way to go. Other than that, the concept I think is great. And I'm just waiting for them to tweak a few things before I'm comfortable getting on there and playing around with it. But I think, building on EOSIO is the best blockchain to build it on. So we'll see how that pans out. Let's talk about what I told you guys and forewarned you about yesterday, and that is Chainlink. 1 billion wiped out in minutes. So Chainlink has seen a spectacular crash, falling some 25% within 1 minute after reaching an all-time high of $20. The Ethereum-based token saw its market cap fall by more than $1 billion in a night of frenzied trading. You can see above, 500 million links were sold at 11:09 UTC, so midnight London time, making it morning in Shanghai at 7 a.m. That doesn't mean that China crashed this. So who done it? Well, devs apparently need money, which last year was for technical writers, while this year it's not very clear. The latest batch of this 500 million tokens went primarily to a stop address where it stayed, with previous history showing it then goes to Binance a few days later. So they were in the process of selling, but they've been selling for months now, and they presumably wouldn't market sell the 1 minute chart. So maybe some whale who shorted then dumped. Works every time if the timing is right, with $20 historically a huge resistance line and usually the cycle top when it's first reached. So there you have it with what's going on with Chainlink. Do I think the coin is dead? Absolutely not. It's going to make even higher highs. But again, you buy on the red days. You buy when there's blood in the streets. So I hope you guys take advantage of that. Let's take a look at what VC is doing, venture capital, when it comes to DeFi. Over the past 6 months, it says the block has identified at least 17 DeFi protocols that have received funding for their projects. The month of July alone had 6 deals, the same as the total number of deals from March to May. So we're seeing an increase. Okay, we're seeing an increase in attention spent or given to these DeFis by venture capital. Okay, it says that with the recent success of DEXs, derivative equivalents may be the next category to pay attention to. So that's pretty good insight there, guys, on what's going on. So there's been a big increase in the deals that we've seen in DeFi, right, in the DeFi protocol, 6 deals in July alone. So that lets us know that the trend is going up, and I think we should definitely keep that in mind. Okay, if the smart money is starting to heat up, that means we're just getting started. That means we're like 2017, early 17, when it comes to, if you want to compare apples to apples, ICOs to DeFi. I think we're in the early stage. I mentioned last week that your portfolio should be some weighted amount, some percentage in DeFi, because I think you're going to be able to roll those profits over into your other coins and other projects that you like. But look into and do more research on the DeFi protocols and see which ones fit your appetite, your risk appetite. There are quite a few out there. And if you guys, any of my members, want to talk about which ones I'm into, just hit me up in the YouTube chat room, the members room, and we can talk about that. I'll give you my 2 Satoshis on that in more detail. But that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to my man Wire Sparks again for the song request, SIR. Ooh, nah, nah. If you found this video informative, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here. Holla.